ed1stop is your go-to resource for electronic learning resources. Anytime you want to do project-based learning, involve Common Core, or help English learners contextualize their learning, this is a great place to go for video clips, encyclopedia sections, images, etc. The key problem in finding any kind of resources on the web or in ed1stop is how to bookmark them. People need to be able to find them easily. For you as a teacher, your bookmarks are the topmost bookmarks folder. For students, my student bookmarks are the ones that you as a teacher create for your students. When students look, they will see only these bookmarks. Let's pause and switch over to the student screen. In the student interface, you will notice that students only see bookmarks. They don't see your teacher bookmarks, and in addition, they have a simplified interface with school help and project help when finding resources for themselves. Let's go back to the teacher account and find out how to manage these bookmarks. When you first get your ed1stop account, you'll already have some bookmarks listed. This is just to get you going. In the upper right hand section, Bookmarks, you'll see some small icons at the bottom. If you want to add a bookmark, this, delete a bookmark, this, edit a bookmark, this, add a folder, this, delete a folder, this, edit a folder, this, save your bookmarks in a text file, this save icon, denoted by a floppy disk. Let's say I want to add this. Teaching channel. I love this channel, and I do really, so I'm going to add it to my bookmarks. Let's see how to do that. Here I am. I'm going to add a bookmark. Notice the tooltip that says add a bookmark when I hover over it. I click, and this screen appears. The bookmark title is Teaching Channel. The URL, I'm not going to type it in. Instead, I'm going to go to the Open tab, click in the address bar, right-click and copy, go back to my ed1stops, right-click and paste where it says URL. And I'm going to write a short description which says, Teaching Channel is awesome, which it is. I'm then going to click on Add, and here you can see Teaching Channel. If I were to click on this at this point, a new window would open up, and I'd be in the Teaching Channel. It just makes life a lot easier, and the same principle applies when I add student bookmarks. Let's see how that works. Now I want to add something to my students' bookmarks. I scroll down and I notice the same type of controls. They're not fancy, but they function. Add a bookmark, delete a bookmark, edit a bookmark, add a folder, delete a folder, edit a folder, and save the folders to a text file. At this point, I want to add a great interactive English site. This is it. Interactives, elements of a story. I want this to be added for my students. Here's the web address. I go back to ed1stop. I want to add a bookmark. I click on Add a Bookmark. At this point, I click on English because That's the category I want to assign it to. And then bookmark title, I'm going to put in elements of a story interactive, because it is an interactive tool. I am not going to type the web address. Instead, I go back to the tab, right-click, and copy the web address from the address bar. Go back to ed1stop. In where it says URL, right-click and paste. And in description, interactive story creator, best for elementary. I add that by clicking on Add. Notice now, elements of a story is here, but I've misspelled it. Not to worry, I go down to Edit a Bookmark, click on Elements of a Story, Interactive, Edit Bookmark, and correct the story, or correct the spelling. Elements of a story, double check it. Here's the URL, Interactive Story Creator, best for elementary. I update, and here we go. Elements of a story. I click on it, and here is the Interactive's Element of a Story site. Cinderella settings. So this one is about Cinderella. By the way, it's a great tool. You should check it out. I close this. What I've now done is I've taught you how to manage your teacher bookmarks and my student bookmarks. The only other thing you'll want to realize is that if you want to add a discovery education link, or let's say a world book link, then you would have to let the students know to log in first to World Book or Discovery. And then after that, they can make these links work.